Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Cold Waters episode number 5. Had a little problem with my recording. There it is, it's back. What's our current orders? It's to go over to another group of tankers and tenders so we can try to put our torpedo tactics to work against them. And I think I'm still going to load up the configuration that was left here. We do have to watch, obviously, on maybe running a little bit low. And gosh, I just forgot, where are we going to expect them? The Norwegian Sea. Okay. So we'll just go ahead up here and wait for them to cross the SOSIS line. As soon as we can detect them. I probably did have enough time to go back and actually rearm. Okay, that ship was kind of bouncing all over the place. Still waiting for my ship to come. There she is. Now, I think I want to wait for her to enter deeper waters. I would prefer that, at least. Now is okay. Perfect. Good. So we got her right where we want her, I hope. Hopefully this is deep enough water. So all hands man battle stations. Let's see how we do in this time. Okay, good. Nice depth. I didn't check the bearing, but we got them anyway. Very strong duct, strong layer, good things for us if we want to use passive. Sometimes we don't. Begin our turn starboard, full rudder right. And let's start identifying these contacts. These will be surface ships, so let's see what we can get. Okay, we have a cash in. Next, sonar contact. I don't even know. Okay, there. I forgot the hotkey. Next one. Nope, too far. Okay, we got a Riga. And CR3 is probably going to be one of our helper ships. The fleet tenders. Okay, got some active pings. It's a little bit earlier than I would have hoped they'd come. Okay, I got a line here. Okay. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is an aircraft carrier. We are up against an aircraft carrier. That is awesome. Okay, she actually has a towed array as well. Holy cow. Alright, we gotta watch out. Towed arrays can go below the waves. So how are we going to deal with this? This is incredible. First of all, we will be using our Mark 16s against the Moskva. Now, I don't know if this mechanic is in the game, but somebody mentioned to me that you can do, if you just start maneuvering in a lateral direction from the targets you're trying to track, it does give you better course, better distance finding techniques, because the amount you move versus the amount the contact moves in like your bearing should give you an idea of how fast or how close they are. Because if I move this way and the target's really close, their direction on me changes very quickly. But if they're really far away, if I'm moving this way, I almost look at them in the same bearing. So let's go ahead and I think we actually want to get below the surface, honestly. So I'm going to go start lowering us below the duct, but the Moskva is not going to care, and worst of all, she's going to be, using sonar, and that is really close to us as well. In fact, we got some strong pinging going on already. I'm not happy about that. So that's what that line is. Well, we'll get below the layer, which is at 232, and we'll see if this helps us at all. But I think we're going to have to expect a certain amount of torpedo dodging in this one. The cash-in, what's her depth? I mean, okay, the Moskva, yeah, there she is. I should have shown this already. Cash-in, looks like she has good depth, so we'll be able to hit her. The Riga is a little bit trickier. I have been told that the Riga can be hit by the Mark 16. I don't know. I'm skeptical. I also kind of regret not being able to have my... I'm starting to use earplugs now. I mean, earplugs. Don't want to use earplugs. Earbuds now for my headphones, so I can actually hear what's going on in the game. This would help with like the torpedoes homing in and all that. So let's just see if we can maybe get a better read on this cash-in. This is the one I'm most interested in first. If the solution gets close enough, I will try to launch. First of all, we're going to want all these to go to the surface, so let's get that done right away. Yeah, and then we'll see if we can get a launch at the cash-in. Take her out, take the rig out, and then all I have to deal with is an aircraft carrier. That can't be a big deal, right? We can outrun her, actually. This is good. The Riga is actually extremely noisy, so the cash-in is going to be the hardest one for us to take down in terms of noise. So hopefully we can hone in on her soon. And you know what? We might as well continue to dive deep, although technically the shallower you are, the deeper you are, the more angle, the easier it is for sound to travel. Well, up, I guess, in this case. And the very strong duct means that most of their active pinging should be rebounding, but since it's a strong layer, if it was like a weak layer, our sound would be able to drift back up for their passives very easily. And actives does not nullify passive. So I think they can still listen. Obviously the echoes take a little bit of time to rebound and all that. So people who are actually part of the Navy and all that, I don't know if they'll be totally satisfied with my brief explanations, but I do have a fairly good understanding of this. Oh, it's really quiet here too, so we should actually be able to detect the ships very effectively. We still have a much better solution on the Riga than we do on the cash-in. Alright, well, let's speed up then. The Riga's direction was just facing away, now it's heading towards, so that's not very convincing. Unless she's turning towards. Maybe they've identified us. Or at least detected us, I should say. Let's get a little bit deeper. Best way to avoid things. Oh, one sec. Okay, as I was saying, best way to avoid things, go deeper. I have my earbuds in now, so I will actually be able to pay attention to the game sound. Although it sounds really loud to me. The Riga has been identified. Well, not identified, but got her exact positioning. I'm wondering if it's worth launching a torpedo her way. And the reason I ask that is because the active speed of the Mark 37s is actually around 27 knots. I think it's 27 knots. So that kind of leads me to believe that this would be a viable target for our Mark 37s here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. This will not be wire guided. We'll just leave her to hopefully track on her own. We'll give her a little room to go loud and torpedo away. Well, apparently that was something that these both could hear, because immediately we're getting active pings coming out. Let's have this thing go active as well. No, the Riga is extremely noisy, so I think I won't have it go active. I think we will do is start to guide it towards the Riga's new course. And then if we happen to lose her... oh, the cash-in's actually been done, is ready. Better... What am I trying to say? We have a better bearing on the cash-in now as well. Okay, wire break. Don't think that's going to be a hit in the end. Got a whole swan song going down here. Well, probably not the best phrase, but more like a whole chorus of whales. Lots of chirpings with all the sonar. Rika's heading directly away. We need to get under the cash-in so we can try to eliminate her. We're likely going to receive a few torpedoes for our troubles. Let's go ahead, head 2/3. Go ahead and reload this. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and reload this with the Mark 16, knowing that we have a Moskva in the area. Now, we are in the baffles of the Riga. The Kashin, not so. She can't really detect us yet, though. And we're nearly in her baffles. You know what? We're going to do a little bit of sprinting here, I think. The Kashin, I believe, thinks that that torpedo was meant for her and has decided, because of that, to... oh, there it is. To put her rear towards us. And we're going to try to take advantage of that by doing a little bit of scooting forward. Oh, well, the Moskva apparently has no such dilemmas about charging full on into us. And we have to watch out. Oh my god, she is close. Well, she's certainly detected us. We'll turn in. She also has a tow array, although going as fast as she's going, there's no way she'll be able to use that effectively. Let's go ahead and put a torpedo on her bearing, which is basically like now. Just go and launch as soon as we get down to 10 knots. And I'll wire guide this to the target, hopefully. Alright. Let me wire guide this, please. Let me wire guide this. Oh. Is that a torpedo coming at us? Why, yes, I believe it is. Look, go active, and we are really gonna have to get out of here very quickly. Alright, just I hope that this is good enough. We have more pressing matters to contend with for the moment. I don't think that that's gonna find its target. Oh, we can force it. Turn right. Okay, it's off. Will it detect it? Maybe. Oh, we have a Sierra 4 as well, which I just realized. Give us. Is that our own torpedo coming at us? Possibly. Okay, I don't know. That probably is not our torpedo. Okay, they're in our baffles, but we're gonna spin back that way. That might be our old torpedo. Well, this is gonna be interesting. I think we'll head back towards the Moskva, come up into her baffles, and try to launch a spread. Let's get another Mark 37 loaded in. Okay, where are you? Let's close in. We're doing okay right now. Oh, okay, well that's a happy sight. I'd rather know where it is compared to where it's entering. That's it right there, I think. Question: can an enemy torpedo launched by air also hit an... it's not that shallow here. I mean, it's not that deep. Could this also possibly hit a friendly target? A Russian torpedo which has entered the water. I don't know even if it's... I don't know where that torpedo is. I think that's it, but it just hasn't found us at all. Now, unfortunately, we have to be up to 100 feet, and on top of that, we have to be going slow enough to launch these. But with a towed array, I don't even know if we will be invisible to them. We probably will be able to still get detected from their towed array. Although they're saying 0 for towed array. Do they actually have a towed array? I don't know. Alright, let's do this. Here we go. We're gonna be cavitating. Just get us up quickly. Actually, we want to not cavitate if possible. We just need to get high enough to launch. Prepare a spread. Come on. A little bit higher. She's turning into us too. Okay. Get ready to dive. And launch. Launch. Launch tube 3. And flank speed. Dive, dive, dive. How are we going to do with those? We'll find out in a moment. This one was just in case she took severe course evasion maneuvers. I think she's actually going to be able to... Is she going to be able to turn fast enough to avoid us? Possibly. Noisemaker. Not going to do much against the Mark 16s. Looking good. Uh-oh. Oh. That's not ours. Noisemaker. Alright, let's run deep. All our torpedoes have missed. Noisemaker. Wait. Wait. We got a hit. We have a hit. Noisemaker. Okay, good. Now we're underneath her. Turn with her. Keep going deep. We got one hit on the Moskva. I have to make sure I don't pass crush depth. Okay, just keep dropping and circling with her. We're basically trying to follow her while we lose depth. And we're gonna just keep following her while we lose a little more depth. Whew. And she doesn't know where we are. Okay, good. Let's turn back towards the Moskva, which was hard to port, I believe. Correct. That one might be able to catch us. We're not that deep. Yeah, I think this thing's gonna lock onto us. It is. I'm pretty sure. I think so. No. Hi, the noisemakers are still doing their work. Very good. Alright. The Moskva is very close. We're passing 800. We don't need to pass 800. Stop that. And it's locked onto us again. We have the Moskva. Oh, this is glorious. Let's find out what happens when guide an enemy torpedo. And also, by the way, let's get a few more. I think you all see what I'm doing here. Dive, 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 dive. Is she following us? I don't think so. Down we go. $400, $500, $600. Let's stop here. Okay. Let's see what happens. Is that a hit? Is that a hit? Did we do it? I don't know. It might have just run out of fuel. Just might have been the last, as far as it could go. We, on the other hand, have a mission to still try to go after this Moskva, which means a 180. Let's make that 180 quick. Let's bring our depth up to about 600, let's say. Okay, we have Moskva somewhere. Get this one to also seek above the layer. I don't know where this Moskva is, but yeah, we have the noisemaker over there. That's probably in that area. And she's dead in the water, so there she is. Okay, well, this is going to be a challenge. We're going to make another loop. She's dead in the water. So it's the best thing for us to do is probably going to be come around one more full pass. The reason why I want to take care of her is mostly to get rid of the helicopters, which there are 2, 3, I guess. 1, 2, 3. That is a lot. There's quite a few. We're also getting pinged. That might be by the sonar, though. Alright, let's take care of the Moskva, and hopefully that those will leave us alone. We are definitely getting pinged by that. It's a submarine right there. I mean, a helicopter right there. Okay, we've re-established the Moskva. The cache-in is actually pretty close by. Let's get some, let's start trying to detect where everyone is. And we also have a Sierra 4. By the way, we did sink the Riga, and on all that, oh god. This cache-in is bloody close. Oh god, depth charges. Dive, hard rudder right, hard rudder right. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We're gonna run into one. I don't see any way around it. How's our damage control? Still 100. We got around it. Okay, hard rudder right. We need to get underneath the Moskva. They won't be able to launch at us if we're underneath the Moskva. We need to get flank speed going on. When we hear depth charges enter the water, which I won't hear, I'll just see, we'll once again take evasive maneuvers. So that cache-in is definitely close. And we can probably go around the Moskva, face her dead on, and then try to launch at the cache-in when she can't hit us, since we're underneath the Moskva. Okay, let's do it. Let's begin our hard rudder left into a hard rudder right maneuver that takes us underneath the Moskva. Okay, hard rudder right. Another knuckle formed. We're obviously getting pinged very strongly. Not surprising. The combat music is epic. I don't know if it's exactly loud enough for you guys to hear, but it's pretty great. Okay, back emergency to slow us down very quickly. There she is. Let's get our depth up as well. Alright, now Sierra 1 cache-in. This is the one we want. I think we're drifting right under the Moskva, which is perfect. Makes us impossible to shoot at. But that cache-in, hopefully we have an opportunity to sink. So prepare our Mark 37. 2-4, prepare to launch. She's closing fast. Oh wow, she's not just closing fast, she's closing too fast. She cannot hit her, and she's gonna have to give us her baffles. Okay, rudder hard right, head full. Oh yes, yes indeed, yes, 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 yes. I don't think so. How can this cache-in possibly be detecting us? There it is. We're in her baffles. That's what I was expecting. Alright, now we play the strange game of trying to keep up with a cache-in who can definitely outrun us. Hard right. Just waiting for her to slow down. She definitely knows we're following behind her. This is crazy. Okay, she looks like she's slowing down. Is this true or false? Get back into her baffles. I think she's slowing down. 24. Okay, bring us up in depth. Prepare to launch. And launch. Let's guide this one home. She looks like she knows her target, though. No need. Noisemaker. Follow. No. No, 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 no. Yes. You. Zoom. No, 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 no. Follow. Follow. Follow me. Guide her home. Guide her home. Okay. Don't you dare miss. Come on. Hit. 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 We're underneath her. Come on. Come on. Hit the fin. Hit something. I'm out of the water. Yes, we got her. Okay. Drop depth. Let's see. That may not do her in, though. We are right behind her. Well, she knows what's happening. Doesn't look like one's going to be enough to sink her, so I'm actually going to try to maneuver her back into her baffles. Get one more off. Reload. So let's keep our depth pretty shallow. We still have to worry about Sierra 4. I don't know what that is. And we do need to... I want to make sure that's not a fleet tender which is going to get away. Which very possibly could be. Alright. Ship should be much slower. It is. Just going to go ahead and launch the next one and hope it takes her in. She's still able to get a decent amount of speed. Anyways, we'll launch. She knows her target. Alright. Let this one guide its way home. It knows where it's going. So it's speeding up now from, I guess, 17 or so knots to 27 or 26, something like this. Certainly less than the Cashin's going to be able to make herself now that she's pretty heavily damaged. And we have to begin our turn towards the Moskva, so full rudder right. Oh, shit. We've been depth charged. I wasn't paying attention. Emergency ballast. Blow ballast. It's too late for us. And our torpedo is even going to miss. Well, this is a pretty epic end of the journey for us. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. We easily could have avoided it. Who, by the way, is the one who sank us? I would love to know. I don't even know what my blow ballast button is, to be honest. I never do it. And as we're going down, we have the reports that we were able to sink the Cashin. So, redemption, not really, but an epic loss. Really wish I could have been paying attention. I had my earbuds in, just was not paying attention. Certainly for a skipjack, which only has a crush depth of 1,000, we're well beyond recovery at this point. Ready to blow into pieces. So, who survived this? I think it's just the Moskva. Abandoned ship, but there's no way we'll be able to... Yeah. So we damaged the Moskva. The Anderson did escape, but the USS Shark, for the second time, is lost with all hands. Okay, well, that is going to be the conclusion of my 1968 campaign. Sad that we lost it like that, because I think we were doing everything okay. I'll go back and I'll look and see if there was a torpedo warning. I even had my earbuds in for the first time while recording. So it's kind of just a sad state of affairs that I still didn't manage to pay attention to that. And I've watched other people's videos, and when they sink like that, I get annoyed, so I share your frustration. Anyway, nuclear sub sunk. I don't know, we did pretty well for ourselves, destroying 2 surface vessels, and on top of that, also the aircraft carrier damaged. She was dead in the water, so you'd imagine that she'd be very, very susceptible to any kind of follow-up attack. Whether... Let's see, we were in the Norwegian Sea. Yeah, I mean, radar certainly would show where she is. So I think a follow-up attack wouldn't be that difficult. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this series. There she is, the ship we almost sank. But we're not able to. So there it is. 6 days of war, we accomplished 2 missions. Sank 4 warships, 2 submarines, 1 merchant, for a total of 7. Only a total tonnage of 24,000. I think this is a factor of 10 less than my 1984 campaign. I think what I'll do is I'll jump back to the 1984 campaign as a narwhal, which is a very quiet, and we'll just mix it up. I think the problem with playing this style where you're getting torpedoed and stuff is that you have to be much more aware, and I lack some of the awareness. I don't think torpedoes, depth charges make an alert, but I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look in the video, and then maybe I'll even come back in at the end. Probably not. I'll just talk about it in my next video. So expect the USS Narwhal. Well, I don't know which Narwhal we'll get, but the Narwhal is the quietest ship available to the USS, the US Navy, I should say, for the game as it currently is. And it's I think 108 decibels versus 120 or so for the for the Los Angeles class. So it's very, very quiet. It can also dive deeper. I think the crush depth is around 2,000. So we can do some pretty interesting tactics with that, just trying to be very quiet, stealthy, and of course using torpedoes which actually can hit their target. So that's going to conclude this series. I may come back and revisit the 1968 campaign a little bit later on, but for now, it was a fun ride, a wild ride. We knew it would end like this. This is probably why you don't disobey Navy doctrine, which says to run quietly, because you're going to have to avoid depth charges constantly, and I wasn't doing that. So, thanks for watching, and until the next series. By the way, anybody who gets to the end of the series, if you have any recommendations, feel free to leave in the comments. I usually pay special close attention to any comments on the last video in the series, so feel free to look at to put any comments down, and I'll look at those. But for now, thanks for watching, and until the next series, take care.